South Africa has had carbon tax laws in effect for about 5 years now, which have been levied on the carbon emissions generated by business, but not specifically on electricity consumption. But that's all set to change. According to Discovery Green, from 2026, businesses in South Africa will be paying carbon taxes on their electricity usage. And with some modelling work, their estimates for higher electricity costs are quite sobering.
The first thing we found is that by 2030, roughly a third of your electricity costs are going to be made out of carbon taxes, which I do think is taken into account. If you model that out, you're basically looking at another 60% increase in the cost of electricity just due to carbon taxes.
Businesses that are highly energy intensive can't afford to be caught napping ahead of the implementation of carbon taxes on electricity, as it could be very costly for them.
The implications for some businesses are negligible. I think for a number of other businesses where electricity expenditure is a big part of their cost, they are going to start to feel the pain. So to give you an example, if you look at some of the large energy users, the mines, the smelters, manufacturing, fertilizer, cement, all these industries are facing a lot of risk because electricity makes up, they often spend billions of rands a year on electricity. Now, if you're going to expecting a 60% increase over the next 10 years, for many businesses, I'd imagine that is not only a very dangerous position to be in, but it might threaten their sustainability, and I think they need to be aware of it.
Discovery Green says the proactive solution for businesses is to try and decarbonize their operations through the use of renewable energy. Nepken says there's a misapprehension among some that investing in renewable energy is expensive, adding that in the long run it will be more expensive to generate energy from dirty sources like coal.
I think it's a misconception that it costs a lot. I think the methods and frameworks are currently out there to do it. Currently, the most effective, in our opinion, the methodology that does the best is called renewable energy wheeling. So you don't have to build it yourself. You basically buy the energy from a renewable energy company that uses the national grid to get that or count for that energy at your business. So whether you're a SME or a large business that's going to be impacted by this, there are solutions currently available today whereby you can purchase renewable energy without actually paying for the panels and the steel and the metals. It's basically replacing what you're currently buying from the grid with renewable energy, and those solutions exist. And they actually, on the affordability point, renewable energy in many cases is less than what you're currently paying. So there's actually a saving to the cost of it and the limiting of the tax impact.
Apart from domestic carbon taxes, firms that export to the European Union also need to be aware that come 2026, it will affect the carbon border adjustment mechanism tax, which in effect will penalize businesses that are still using dirty energy in their operations, rendering their ultimate product prices uncompetitive in those markets. Nompumelelo Siziba, SABC News, Johannesburg.